Hi there. Hi, good morning. Um, this is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help women who are suffering with IBS symptoms and bloating, etc. And I help them to find out what the problem is with their digestive system, the underlying reason, and then get busy with trying to fix it with supplements and state of the art testing and lifestyle changes, dietary changes, etc., to get them feeling really on top of the world again and feeling like they should do. So today I was going to do a little bit of a rundown about hormone health and the connection with gut health, because surprisingly, your gut does play a really large part in your hormone health. So if you're suffering with bad PMS symptoms or perimenopause symptoms or any other kind of hormone related issue, then it's highly likely that your gut health might need some attention. So what I'll do is I'll give you three really kind of simple tips at the end that you can start implementing right away, and hopefully start to address some of those symptoms for you. So for now though, I'll just give you a bit of background on what's going on in there. So basically your hormones are your body's messengers. So your hormones are telling various parts of your body to do specific things. So your main hormones, or the ones you've probably heard of, are things like estrogen, testosterone, insulin, cortisol, adrenaline, etc. So the symptoms that hormone imbalance can cause can be far-reaching. So you could have issues such as your PMS symptoms, infertility. You may have soaring or plunging energy levels, rather, weight gain, weight loss, etc. No energy, that kind of thing. So it can be, all sorts of it, all sorts of different things can indicate that you could have sort of certain hormone imbalances going on. So you can add to that anything like depression, anxiety, not being able to sleep, etc. They can all be hormone linked as well. So basically the link then with gut health is that there is a kind of a collection of bacteria in the gut, which is known as the estrobolome, which is a bit of a mouthful, I know. So there's a collection of bacteria whose main job is to make sure that your estrogen levels stay at the right levels when they're going around your system. So it's the key would then be to keep those kind of bacteria nice and healthy and well fed, so they're flourishing in there, and then they can keep your estrogen levels nice and low and hopefully avoid some of those nasty PMS symptoms that you could be experiencing. There's also an issue with the gut with food allergies and leaky gut, etc. So if you've got leaky gut or you've got food allergies, these can all be contributing to inflammation. So inflammation in the gut is then going to travel throughout the body and cause all sorts of other disturbances as well, which ideally we'd want to avoid, of course. So there again, it's just generally this lack of beneficial bacteria is going to impact your gut health and therefore your hormone health as well. So these things are going to contribute to not only your kind of monthly hormone problems, but also things like diabetes, as far as your insulin is concerned, that can be soaring and plunging, and also obesity, etc. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick run of 3 quick tips you can do to really kind of help you with that and try and avoid some of these kind of hormone problems in future. So firstly, I would say absolutely do not cut down on high fat foods, and by that I mean eat plenty of healthy fatty foods. So you can absolutely cut down or cut out things like crisps and cakes. They're unhealthy fats, get rid of them, full of trans fats and not good for you at all. But focus on healthy fats, so lots of nuts and seeds and nut butters, avocados, oily fish, extra virgin olive oil, etc. Those are really healthy healthy sources of good fats for you, and they will really kind of help to nourish your gut and eliminate any inflammation you might have going on in there. We're basically going to do the exact opposite of eating lots of refined carbohydrate foods. So definitely avoid all the white things. So white pasta, white rice, pastry, that kind of thing. It's very highly inflammatory, so it's going to contribute to hormone problems for you. So avoid those as far as you can. And don't be put off eating high fat foods, healthy high fat foods like coconut oil, because of the calorie intake as well, because the calories will all act very differently in the body. Okay, so the second thing I would do is definitely, if you've got any stress going on, I would try and address that. I know it's easier said than done, because while you're in the middle of stress, it's very difficult to realise that you're in the middle of a stressful situation. But often when we get through it, we look back and we think, God, that was a stressful situation. But if you can recognise it while you're in the midst of it, and just take time for yourself. So if you enjoy walking outside, get out for lots of walks in the fresh air, in the sunshine. Magnesium baths are great for reducing stress levels. Journaling is great for reducing stress levels. Meditation, praying, even, whatever floats your boat, really. Anything to get you in that zone where you're focusing on yourself, and just taking time out for yourself is absolutely going to really help you if you've got hormone problems, and help your body kind of balance things out for you. So the next thing I would do is definitely, if you're not getting enough sleep, and I know many of us don't, then definitely you want to be aiming for 8 hours sleep a night. Most people need around 8 hours a night, preferably unbroken. That's normally easier said than done as well. So try and get that 8 hours in. Try and get it in start it before midnight as well, because your body's working on your hormones throughout the night, and particularly your stress hormones. It's going to be addressing around the midnight time. So you want to get in there before midnight so it can process those hormones properly. And a lack of sleep is one of the main drivers for stress and hormone related issues. So it is important. It's not something that you can kind of take lightly, and do anything you can to really kind of get a good night's sleep. I've been actually using essential oils, and that's been helping. So if I wake up in the night, I just put some essential oils on my pillow or my pulse points, and that helps to really relax you and get you back to sleep again. So definitely focus on these. It's all self-care, isn't it? So sleeping, taking time for yourself, eating good food is going to really help to address these things and get things back in balance for you. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you would like to speak to me, I shall pop a link to my diary in the comments. So do use that and book in for your free 30-minute chat, so I can find out more about what's going on for you, and whether or not I'd be the best person to help you. Okay, so I shall see you next time. Bye bye.